I'm ready. We're going to do Q&A. I posted a thing on my community tab a couple of days ago, so we're just going to go through these questions now. Who's currently your favorite GD creator? Well, I've never had a favorite creator in this game, really. There's no creator that I like follow or anything. But right now, I'm a really big fan of Samifying, so that's who I'd go with. Which layout have you made you'd consider the best overall out of them? Well, that should be pretty obvious. I think my layout, Long Excavator, is my best layout, so easily that one. How did I get my name? Okay, well, it's kind of a story. It's not too long though. So basically, it's probably over 10 years at this point. I played this game called 999, and it's still one of my favorite games to date. And there's a character in the game, simply, and their name is Zero. I took that from there, and it kind of evolved over time. It changed a lot. It was GD0, and that's what it was originally called when I started this channel. But I decided to change it because that's not a good name. And I asked for suggestions, and I eventually got one from Sir Hadoken, and it was Zeronium, so I chose that one. What is fun about GD for you? I don't know. GD is just something about it. Like, it's a skill-based game that you practice it and you get better. That's like, it's just that simple. And it's not multiplayer. I can't, because I hate like competitive multiplayer games, and getting good at those is way too hard. So I chose GD instead, and it's just super satisfying to beat hard levels. So that's really it. What are your top 5 favorite levels in GD, and what other games do you play other than GD? So for my top 5 favorite levels, I mean, in general, I tried to make a list for this, so I wrote number 1, Nightlife, number 2, Hyperiotechnia, number 3, Prismatic Haze, 4, Artifice, and 5, Space Run. I might have missed something, but these are levels that I have always loved for one reason or another. And so, yeah, those are my top 5, I guess. And what other games do I play other than GD? At the moment, it's basically just golf with your friends, because nothing is really interesting to me right now. So, I mean, yeah, that's it. This is a great question. Is Poob? I would have to say yes. Best layout in your opinion? I'm assuming this means that anyone's made. I don't really pay too much attention to, like, layouts, especially when they're just posted to YouTube. So I don't have one at all, except for my own. Mine are awesome. What inspired you to play GD? Nothing inspired me. I mean, it's just I found the game on the App Store like a long time ago, and I got it, so I had just played it. It was really fun, and I just became addicted at that point, and I played it for a long time. It's been almost 6 years since I downloaded the game the first time, so... Is GD affecting your life? No. I would never let GD get in the way of anything else, or else I'd be stupid. What's a hobby that I like to do? I don't really have that many things I do. I'm kind of just lazy, but I mean, GFX stuff is always something that I like to do. How tall are you and how old are you? I am 180 centimeters, or like 5'11", and I'm 16 years old. Who is the best person you know? Well, that one easily goes to Key. Do I like potatoes? Unfortunately not. Is there a certain goal in GD you wanted to do before quitting? Yes, there was. A few goals I had set myself probably over a year ago at this point, which was like, I wanted to beat Bloodlust and get on the list team. And I've actually done both of those already. And I still like playing the game, so I haven't quit. If Geometry didn't exist, what games would you make a YouTube channel based off of? Well, I have no idea. It'd just be whatever game I'd play. I had played many games in my lifetime, but this channel, I made it for GD. Embarrassingly, I've had previous channels for other games, but I will not go into discussing those ones. How do I have that much time to stream? Well, I don't really have too many responsibilities outside of school. So, it's basically just, I focus on school, I get my work done, and then the rest of the day is mine, and I spend a lot of time streaming because it's really fun. How do I feel now, knowing that Moosh is a 7, not an 8? I feel very accomplished. Why did I lie about my dick size? I didn't. If you want proof, DM me. No, I'm just kidding. Opinion on the outbreak as of now? I don't know. I personally am a fan of it because I like to stay at home all day and be a fucking lazy ass. So yeah. Why did I start playing GD? I did answer this. It's just found it in the App Store. That's all it is. Do I realize that I went from Temple of Destiny to Bloodlust in just a year? I am very aware of that. I mean, I'm pretty proud of my own improvement over just a year's time. I had beat my first Insane Demon, I think, sometime like January 15th, 2019. And by the end of 2019, I had already beaten a top 10, which was Visible Ray. I mean, that's not in the top 10 anymore, but my point still stands. I'm pretty proud of myself from my improvement over the year. How are you able to play GD for so long without fatigue or burnout? Like seriously, how does one play Invisible Korean Ray for 9 hours? I'm just a very patient person in general. I don't get mad at games most of the time. I mean, I've gotten mad over GD before, but you know, most of the time I'm just chilling, and like, I really am determined to beat something to the point where I probably spend way too long playing it without just knowing I should stop at that point because it's not worth it. So, I mean, it's not really a good thing that I have played Visible Ray for 9 hours in a row, but I did. What program do I use for thumbnail? I use Photoshop. What's my favorite cereal? I'd have to go with... I have no idea. If you had any tips to people who want to improve their gameplay making, what would those tips be? And how's your day going? Gameplay tips? I mean, really just finding your own gameplay style. It's useful to stay away from off-screen gameplay and making sure stuff makes sense how it syncs and you're not like in the same game mode for way too long because that'll be boring too. It's just about trying not to make it boring. Just don't make it boring. Don't make any off-screen gameplay. Don't make things too fast. Don't make speedcore, that's stupid. Just find your own style, make it fun, make it unique, and that's all you need to do. And my day is going pretty awesomely as of March 27th, 2020. Am I a furry? Not to disappoint people, but yes I am. Why am I very good at completing hard levels? Because I sit at my computer all day and I click my mouse. How am I so awesome? I don't know. Why is my Discord server called Under Lavaland? Very simple. Zeroniumm server, boring name. Pick a funny level from the demon list. Funny extreme demon. Boom. That's all it is to it. It's pretty stupid, but I don't regret it. Q. When is the starting in Geometry Dash? Well, I started playing GD in 1.6 before 1.7 came out. I remember very vividly the first time I saw electrodynamics, and I pronounced it electrodynamics instead. Whenever that was, I'm pretty sure it's almost 6 years ago at this point, so. How do you beat Minesweeper? It's impossible. Alright, well, I promised I'd give a tutorial with this question. Alright, so, we're gonna do an easy game of Minesweeper. Oh shit, that's loud. Click anywhere, right? Okay, the basics of Minesweeper. There's a number here. What this number means is that how many bombs are in this sort of one square radius around it, right? So this has a 1. It's the simplest thing is if you see a 1 on a corner, you basically just flag that because that's the only block and there's a bomb there, so it's empty. And you just, that's just the logic for the whole game. Here's a 2. As you can see, there's only 2 blocks. So that has to be a bomb because it couldn't be anywhere else. And right there's a 3. And then here's a 1. See, there's this radius and there's 2. But there's already 1 bomb flagged. So you know this is empty. So that's literally it. Then you just gotta play. Alright, well. See this. Easy as that.